Welcome back to Going Through It with Justin Essenmacher. How is everybody doing? I'm doing okay. I sound kind of nasally because I think I had a sinus infection that started about a week ago. It started with a painful earache, and which brought me into basically tears. I couldn't sleep, and the only way I could cure my sickness is texting a doctor. They have a new app now. It's called, let me tell you, so in case you guys also don't have health insurance like me, it's called K Health. It's a very good deal. $19.99 to text a doctor and a robot to tell them how you feel, and then they just give you a diagnosis through text. It's pretty groundbreaking if you think about it. I mean, it's kind of like it takes the bullshit out of the doctor visit of like driving there, I guess. I mean, it's not good at all. I mean, you tell them that. I mean, it's just like going into a doctor's office, because every time I've ever gone into a doctor's office, the doctor makes you wait about an hour, even though you showed up early. You never know when you go to a doctor's office. Do you show up early or do you show up on time? Because when you show up on time, they make you wait. But if you show up early, they still make you wait. If you show up late, you just go really late. There's really never any. That doesn't make sense. So now with this app, you can just text. Just text the doctor. I was texting a robot, I think, for the first half of it. The robot asks you all these questions, and then it asks you more questions, and you just keep telling you, like, I have ear pain, I have sinus pain. And then the doctor said, yeah, man, sounds like you got an infection. Here's some antibiotics and some ibuprofen. Which shows just like a normal doctor visit, because every time I've gone to the doctors, they only give you Z-Paks and antibiotics, which is pretty good. This is why sometimes I think maybe most people think they could be a doctor. I know that's a crazy saying. It's probably crazy. Not everybody could be a doctor. But every time I go into the doctor when I used to be able to go into the doctor, now I don't have health insurance, because why would you have health insurance as an adult? That would just be silly, wouldn't it? Maybe I need it. Oh, well, or maybe I don't get it at my job. I guess I could get on Medicaid, but I don't have a license here. So I'm really in limbo of health insurance. I also never go to the doctor. So do I really need health insurance? It's just like car insurance, Never fucking need it, but they make you have it. I don't know. I think if you're sick, you should be able to go to the doctors and they should help you, because why let these people die? Why let them go sick if you have the means to help them? But what do I know? I'm just a stupid, dumb, open mic comedian. I'm not that smart. I shouldn't have a saying in this. I think all doctors should get paid a lot of money. I think we should have to wait in waiting rooms while we're dying. I think it's a really good plan. I think if you can't afford health care, I don't think you should get it. I think we should get away with, you know what I mean? You poor piece of shit. You don't deserve health care, okay? Go be poor and fucking die off. This health care is only for people that can afford it, okay? I think it's a great plan. I think it's good. I say fuck the people, fuck the American people, and let everybody die. Because I don't think we deserve health care. So I'm just on that board. I don't want to take, my tax dollars and get Medicaid from the people to get health care. I don't think that should be it. I think we should just let it ride. Also, if you don't go to the doctor when you're sick, you don't know if you're sick. I mean, you feel sick, but they can't diagnose you if you can't get diagnosed. I'm basically the brightest, smartest man on earth right here. Boom. And, I had a COVID scare because I lost all my taste because the sinuses and the ear infection, all this shit. Really, you lose your sense of smell and taste, which is very sucky and sad. Losing smell and taste, it's very bad when you just want to eat food. You want to eat your food, but you can't even taste it. It's really depressing. You're like, I know what this should taste like, but you can't taste anything, and it's really depressing. I don't recommend losing your sense of smell or taste. So I had to lose a few days of work, but then I got tested for COVID, and it was negative. is a negative test. Hell yeah. Which I can't stand COVID now because of that. Every time you're sick, now everybody's like, COVID. It's COVID. And it's fucking annoying. That's what COVID is. It's fucking annoying. Really annoying. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but it's just stupid because if you look at the COVID things, like all the check boxes, it's every sickness. I don't even understand how we can declare what COVID is. When COVID asks you, let's see, if it asks you a box, I would do it, but I don't feel like doing it. But like the symptoms for COVID, nausea, vomiting, coughing, runny nose, loss of smell, loss of taste, cramping, fatigue, sleeping a lot. It's like things that are in every kind of sickness. So, yeah, it's a good sales tactic on the COVID thing, though. I think in the new Delta variant out, everybody's like, oh, could it be the new Delta variant? The only Delta I want in my life is Delta 8, baby. Delta 8, if you don't know, is basically marijuana that's not marijuana. They sell it in pens. They also sell it in flour. It's CBD weed that basically makes it feel like like weed, but it doesn't taste as good or smoke as well or feel as good. CBD weed makes you want to go buy real weed and then burn all the CBD down, which is just funny that Texas is like, CBD is cool, but legal weed is bad. The reason that we're getting CBD and all this Delta 8 variants and shit of CBD is because no one will legalize weed in Texas. Just fucking legalize the shit. Man, we only like God and alcohol. Alcohol's the healthiest fucking drug you could have in your system. Did you know that? So stupid. Who gives a shit? That's what I just don't understand. The government made regulations for all the alcohol. Oh, well, the prohibition. We got to get rid of alcohol. And then like, oh, shit, we can make a lot of fucking money. Let's make it legal again. I just don't understand why the government gets to choose what we do to our bodies. It's pretty cool. You've got some fucking nerds up there like that party and drink every day, and they got all their fucking money, and they got their cabins and shit, and they're like, you know what? We shouldn't let the American people have fun. We should make them pay for everything. We should tax them on everything, not give them fucking free health care. We should just keep building these fucking roads with all the tax dollars, even though none of the roads are fucking done well. There's a road that was just done over by my apartment, potholes in it already. They just patched it. It took 2 months to patch it. It took, I don't know how many months to make the little turn, but within a week of releasing the road, opening the road, potholes are already in it. I think maybe we should start interviewing the fucking construction people. Would that be a good idea? Hey guys, question. When you build the roads, are you going to do it good? Or are you going to do a shitty job? Well, actually, we're going to do a shitty job, so you just keep hiring us every summer to fuck up the whole highway system. You know what, Jerry? That sounds like a good idea. I think we should hire them. They sound really bad, and they're really cheap, and guess what? We'll just keep hiring them and give them tax dollars. None of the roads will get fucking fixed, but we'll have them. I'm coming out really aggressive right now, really angry. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I've been so angry lately. I think me being sick this last week has really fucked up my brain, and things are popping off. But the good thing is, after that, I'm fine. I'm negative. I just sound different. I can't barely hear because my earache and my sinuses. So, but the taste is kind of coming back, so that's good. And another good note, Kill Tony, my appearance on Kill Tony has been released. You can check it out on YouTube right now with the David Lucas episode. Let's see what number episode it was. It was I'm sorry. Let me tell you what number it is. It's Kill Tony number 514 with David Lucas. Check it out on the second act. You can go see my little stand-up thing. It was I watched it and I was happy with it. it sucks when you watch something that you've waited so long for and then you kind of, I wouldn't say I choked. I think I did well. I think I'm just being harsh on myself because it's me and I wanted to, I guess, blow the fucking socks off. But I never thought of like how it was going to really play out. If that makes any sense. I didn't understand the feeling of what it actually would be like. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be nervous and going to be fine." But they called my name and then I went up there and when you get so nervous, sometimes you just go blank and you're like, "What the fuck?" Also, you're trying to figure out things like for the answers when they ask me questions and I'm like, I can't physically remember, which is bad. You know what I mean? I say like every time I'm on this doing my podcast, I'm like, am I doing too many things? I don't know how I forget everything. Is it going too fast? Because the weird thing is I'm trying to remember the things that I do, but I vaguely can't. And I don't know if it's if I'm going too fast or I'm just worrying too much, or I'm not sleeping enough. But I think I'm sleeping enough. Anyway, so the episode was fun. The interview went really well. I'm hoping to go back. I had to miss it this week because of my sickness. I can't. I thought it was best for me to rest. So, I took a few days off, and me taking a few days off feels like I've taken eternity off, and I'm like, maybe this isn't why I'm famous yet because I had to take a few days off. Which is the crazy thing. Every day I wake up, I check all of my social media, and I'm like, oh, not famous yet. And I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this to myself. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. And really, no one's worrying about it as much as me. I don't think anybody really notices. Obviously, no one notices. We're all living our lives. We're doing whatever we want. I guess I just want it right now. I don't know what it is that I want right now. Am I asking for enough? I don't know. Probably not. Things are coming towards me. Do I gotta ask for more? Probably. But when I was wondering what's going on, I looked it up on the internet and I thought it was pretty wild. Of course, I can't find it now. There it is, Google. So the Google question I asked, I said, why does it always feel like I have to be doing something? The only ones that popped up was like OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. And it explains it like this. What happens in OCD? Which I didn't know that I was OCD. But, I mean, it makes kind of sense. But it goes, OCD causes the brain to create repetitive worries and fears. These worries, fears, and bad thoughts can pop up in the brain and might be hard to get rid of. People who have OCD feel they can't stop thinking about worries like these. Someone might get sick, hurt, or die. Things might be germy or dirty. Something isn't straight, even or exactly right. Something is lucky or unlucky, bad or good, safe or harmful. Bad thoughts might come true. OCD also can cause people to feel that they have to do behaviors to feel safe from worries and fears. For example, someone with OCD might feel like they have to wash and clean too much. I kind of do that. Erase, rewrite, and redo things. Repeat a word, phrase, question. I don't do that. Check and recheck if something is closed or locked. Touch, tap, or step unusual. I don't do that. Create rituals. What causes OCD? Let's go to what causes it. OCD happens because of a problem in a brain's message system. The problem causes worry and fear messages to form by mistake. It also causes a strong feeling of having to do a ritual to make things safe. Scientists don't know yet what causes this problem to happen. OCD tends to run in families. People may get OCD because it's in their genes, or they might haven't had an infection. There may be differences in the brain that cause OCD to start. OCD is not caused by anything a person or parent did. Well, okay, here. How is OCD diagnosed and treated? To diagnose OCD, doctors who know the signs of OCD will ask questions and talk about what's happening. They also do a health checkup. Well, I can't do that. I don't have health insurance, so I guess I can text a doctor how to treat it. OCD can get better with therapy. Okay. Well, that's just normal shit. Right? Maybe I have OCD because my thoughts don't stop. I mean, the other day, my brain was just going crazy. It's going so fast always. And it's like, oh, you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. And I'm just like, why can't it just fucking stop? I feel like I'm doing everything right. And for some reason, I'm just not doing enough. My brain always says I'm not doing enough. If there's a therapist out there that listens to my podcast, come through. Please sit in. I will let you do a spot on my podcast for free. Maybe we can be a payoff. You know, I can interview you. You can interview me. I'll tell you my problems. And then you just, let me know what I have wrong with me. Yeah. Crazy week, though. Crazy weeks have been happening here. In the last 2 weeks, I've been around 2 shootings. 2 or 3. I know one that I was very close to, and it was weird because I was downtown. I was leaving Vulcan, and I'm walking in my car, and I hear, it felt like it was 15 feet away from me, and I heard pop, pop. I'm like, that's not a firework. And then I heard 4 more pop, 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 pop shots. I'm running to my car, right? I'm hanging out with my friend Dan and Philip. We're running to the car. And Dan, I look back, and Dan's just walking. He's like, well, they're not shooting at me. And it's terrifying to be everywhere that we go to do comedy now. It's surrounded by gunshots. I was in Detroit. I don't remember being around, or maybe I just wasn't around that close of gunshots. I probably heard gunshots, but I've never been close to it. And it keeps happening. There was 2 shootings. There was one this past week. This last few nights ago. And then on Monday, I heard a gunshot, which was right on the corner, right before Kill Tony. I heard a gunshot. Then we tried to run into Vulcan. And then 3 weeks prior, that was the mass shooting with 13 people shot. And I think 1 fatality. How does it make me feel? Not so safe. It's not good. And the wildest thing is that there's cops all around. And then they were doing a safety thing yesterday for the cops. And in my mind, I'm just like, why are they doing a shooter class right now? I feel like that's what they should teach in the academy when these police are learning. But the funny thing is you go on 6th Street at night and you got hundreds of cops just standing around. And then it's funny, you go on TikTok and then these cops are all famous on fucking TikTok. You're like, great, I want some of these views. I don't understand how cops can have TikToks and they're in their full-blown uniform. Are they on break? I doubt it. I doubt they're on break while they make their TikToks. That's my guess. I think it's better. I think it's good. I think maybe the police academy should start teaching a TikTok course, a social media course, because they're fucking killing the game. Police on TikTok killing the game. Millions and millions of views. You know who's not viral on TikTok? Most open mic comedians. So maybe I should become a cop, and then I could go viral. Then maybe my comedy career could take off. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I picked the wrong path. Maybe I should become a cop and start a TikTok. That'd be really cool. Yeah. I downloaded some topic things because I know I'm doing it alone, and I like to just try to come up with things. I do ask people to ask questions on Instagram and shit, but you know how that goes, So I downloaded this thing called Topic Genie. And there's a few topics that you can go on. So you got brainstorm, research questions, Topic Genie, search by emoji, icebreakers. Let's do Brainstorm. Let's see what brainstorming does. Scroll through over 1,000 keywords to brainstorm for a topic or idea. Upgrade to... Oh, you got to upgrade. See, this is the bullshit that I can't stand with apps. Download our app, but then guess what? You do have to buy it. So, beef. Yeah, I don't want... Let's do Topic Genie. Allows you to search well over 50,000 research questions. Okay, let's do that. An indirect prompt. Okay, here we go. Topic Genie. Search. I don't want to. Random. I just typed in random. Oh, cool. So it costs money to use it. I'm sorry for wasting everybody's time. So Topic Genie's out of it. I went to Topic Generator. Continue. Let's see if this one works. How roads donate millions. Generate new essay. Save topics. What's happening? Well, this was a bad idea. Okay, never mind. I'm really bad with the internet. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm showing my fucking old shit. Let's go to the game. Is it me? Is it you? Let's play how does we usually do it. Let's just go to the things that are actually, I know there's questions on here, and I don't have to download 5 things. Jesus. Completely free app to download, but to use it, it costs money. That doesn't make any sense. Eat my asshole. All right. Is it me? Is it you? Which of us is more likely to eat fast food within the next 24 hours? I really try to stick away from fast food. I do eat it, especially, when after smoking, I like it, but it's just not good. My body does not like fast food, but I do it because it's easy. And Cane's. I've eaten Cane's. I'll eat Cane's or Taco Bell late at night, but for the most part, I do try to stick away from it. Just because I feel like shit the next day. So that's, whatever. Which of us is more likely to swear they saw a UFO? As much as I'd like to say I've seen a UFO, I don't think I have. I'd love to see one. I want to know if they're real. I have to believe that there's aliens and UFOs and shit. I don't know why the government would hide it from us. But then again, the government's pretty lame and they don't let us smoke weed legally, so that doesn't make sense. And the funny thing is, I know that all these government people only drink and party every night, so it doesn't make any sense why they would make everything illegal, but what do I know? I just want to see a UFO. Could you imagine meeting an alien? That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Hey, man, what's the universe like? Well, I can time travel. I can jump universe or galaxy to galaxy in my spaceship. Guardians of the Galaxy is a bullshit movie. I actually know all those people that that they think are, they're making fun of. They're actually being racist towards my kind of aliens. I don't like what Guardians of the Galaxy did and Marvel treated our people like. But I think it would be pretty cool. Maybe we should just all be one thing. Why not? It'd be interesting. Be kind of fun. Which of us is more likely to keep a secret? I keep secrets well, but I also get anxiety and sometimes spill the beans when I can't handle it. I can keep a secret. I don't like to keep secrets, though. It's just not good for the body. Not good for the soul. It doesn't feel good. That's why it's hard. I don't understand people that can talk to multiple people. It just doesn't work out that way for me. It's so much stress. I start sweating. I already sweat profusely as it is. I'm sweating from my armpits from here to here right now. And it gets cold. The sweat gets cold under your arms. I don't recommend keeping secrets because secrets don't make friends. Which of us has a better sense of humor? Fuck that. I think I have a good sense of humor, though. I just don't like when people make fun of me. Sorry. Which of us has a weirder celebrity crush? I don't think I have a weird celebrity crush. I think I have hot celebrity crushes. The other day I was looking at Kate Beckinsale. That woman is fine. Fine wine. She's like to Jennifer Aniston. She just gets better looking with age. Kate Beckinsale. Pete Davidson? Give it up for Pete Davidson. Fucking taking that home. And Ariana Grande. Pete, you're the man. Pete Davidson taking it all home. Which of us is more of a flirt? I would have to agree that I am a very big flirt. I think it's the attention. It's probably the attention. I don't know. I also like flirting. It's interesting because I am a person that likes to chase. Who doesn't like to chase? It's the funnest part of the relationship. Is that why you get bored quick? Maybe. Am I also... I'm a big flirt, but I think it's also weird because it's like the thing with always wanting more. But I think I'm at an age now where it's like, I don't know if I want to just keep talking to random people. Is it that I maybe want to meet, like, have a relationship that goes well? I think so. But the field that I'm in, I meet so many people a day. It's really hard for me to be like, to just settle down, even though I think I would also be the first one to settle down if I find that person, right? I don't know. I just haven't really, I don't know if I've had that connection in a long time with anybody. I think what happened is I thought I was going to marry someone a long time ago. And then your heart just kind of falls apart. And it takes time to like recover from a big moment like that in your life when it's like, you know, you've put 6 years of your life in with somebody else. Were you younger? Yeah. But there's still like a thing. Like, I bet if I saw that woman, my heart would go to my ass immediately. Because that's what love will do to you. And you would fall right back into that thing. You know what I mean? Even if it's a toxic relationship and shit like that. But it's hard for me to get past feelings of love. It's a very strong feeling. I think that you only feel so many times, and it's hard to find that feeling again. And should I be looking for the same feeling again? I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking for the same feeling, but I know that I'm looking to feel that special again with someone. It's also really hard to get close to somebody when you have your guards up because you're like, well, if I get this close to somebody, maybe, you know, what's the chance of happening tomorrow where they're just like, I'm over it. And it's not fun to go through feeling like shit every day and you're worried about it. Yes, you should take a chance. You should. But the pain that comes from that chance, it's never fun. I don't like it. It sucks. Which is weird that we have those kind of feelings, you know, when someone's like, well, I just don't feel that way, and then you get hurt. Why does that happen? I don't know. Obviously, you love somebody, and then they don't love you back. Yeah. It's weird because I've talked to, like, women, and this is the weird part about it. Most of the women that I've been very into don't seem to reciprocate it. Now, the women that are really into me, I don't know what it is. I don't reciprocate it as well. It's that way. Now, is it, why does that happen? I don't know. Is it because I can't have something that I want? Which is a weird way to look at it, but that's what happens. You know, you want something, but you can't have it, so then you want it more. Then people say, like, you know, give things a chance that you never thought you should give a chance, which I've done. But for some reason, you just can't help yourself what you're attracted to. And I think what I'm attracted to sometimes isn't the best thing for my life. I've tried other things. I've tried like talking to other people that I usually wouldn't. She usually likes me a lot, and then I have to break it off, and then I feel like a sack of shit because I don't want to make that person feel the way that I know how they feel. And it just doesn't feel good when you hurt people. And that's what the sucky thing is too, because you know how people feel. So then it's like you keep pushing away, you keep pushing it to let them go, even though you should just man up and just be like, yeah, I can't do this anymore and cut it off early. But then if you cut it off early, then you don't know. Maybe you're like, shit, maybe I should have given it more of a chance. But that's not right for anybody in the thing. That's not right for anybody in the relationship. And it's kind of selfish, right? Are you supposed to be selfish? Probably. But when it comes to somebody else's heart, that's not the best thing to do. Moving on. Am I emotional? Yeah, probably. Which of us has the shorter attention span? I think my attention span's pretty short in certain aspects. I'm totally addicted to social media now. It's very hard because I'm on my phone constantly waiting for me to go viral again, hoping that if I get enough views on my TikTok or Instagram, some famous person's going to text me and be like, hey, man, do you want to do this show? Hey, this is just for laughs, new faces. Do you want to be part of our show? That's what I'm hoping for. But also, you just get sucked in because these videos, and it's wild how I used to not like TikTok. Then I had one video go really well, and then I like to watch the numbers. So then you like try to keep up that steam because you're like, shit, people are seeing you now. But then you just get caught up watching all these other fucking TikToks for an hour, and you're like, this is insane. My brain is fried. And then you try to watch a movie, and you're like, this is fucking terrible. Because it's not fast to link all the TikToks and the Instagram reels. It's not healthy. You know what I've been watching a lot of? Silicon Valley. When I was sick this weekend, I think I watched so many hours of Silicon Valley. I might have watched like 20 hours of Silicon Valley. Is that disturbing? Yeah. What else was I doing? I was sleeping. I was recovering. I was sick, so that gives me an excuse. I need to write more comedy. That's a thing. Even though I think I'm writing enough, but see, that's the thing right there. Again, you never feel like you're doing enough. I'm doing good. And every show I go to, people are like, man, you're really funny. And I'm like, well, I guess not funny enough because I'm not on every show. Whatever. Last one. I don't know. This is kind of whatever. Which of us is more likely to embarrass himself at a fancy restaurant? I don't know. I don't really go to fancy restaurants because fancy restaurants are expensive. I'm also not going on that many dates. Also, fancy restaurants aren't as fun as cheap restaurants. They're just not a good feel. Speaking of fancy restaurants, the only time I was really in a fancy restaurant is when I had a job at Morton Steakhouse for 4 days. I got fired from Morton Steakhouse within 4 days of training because they said I didn't take it seriously enough. I'm like, guys, we're serving fucking steak. You guys have 10 sides here. And you guys have not changed the recipe since you've opened Morton Steakhouse door. Which also, Morton Steakhouse, I tried your food. It's not that good. Okay? I tried your sides. Your potatoes, they're not worth $20 on the side. Fuck you. They're not that great. The desserts were pretty all right, But I think people that eat at fancy dinner and you want the service where you serve on the left. You take away on the right. You doing this. Make sure you fucking suck my dick at the end of the day. Pour my wine perfectly. Do this. Make sure you know all the fucking menu. You know what? Fuck you. Okay? And for the people who go to eat those places and they're like, oh, well, you should treat me like a king. What did you do? You just have fucking money. Everybody should respect everybody, but you old fucks that go into Morton Steakhouse, oh my God. Get a new routine. The people that come in there with their fucking pearl necklaces, their dresses from the 1950s, ugh. And then they have these people serve them like they're just royalty. Also, Morton's, you need more windows in your fucking restaurant, okay? You need more windows. That's why everybody's fucking mad there and sad. There's no windows. It's dark. It's like an old wedding hall where only old people go. I was so happy I got fired from there. I wanted the money, but I was just like, this is too much anyway. You're gonna fire me during training because I didn't take it seriously enough. I'm like, we're serving steaks. That's it. Fucking food. We're serving food. Lighten the fuck up. I could go to 3 food trailers out in Austin, Texas that would blow Morton Steakhouse away. They would shit on Morton Steakhouse. So come down from your high horse, lower your prices, and eat a fat dick. Thank you. That's what I feel about Morton Steakhouse, you fucking pieces of shit. Am I angry? Yeah, I don't know why I'm so angry right now, but I've been lashing out. All right, we're going to go to trivia from the 1990s because that's when I was born, and I frankly know some of the shit in it, so it's nicer. So, going on to trivia from the 1990s. Here we go. First question. Which live-action film adaptation of a cartoon of the same name was a spoof of Tarzan with a theme song telling the title character to watch out for that tree? That's George of the Jungle. Great movie. I remember I had that thing on VHS. I watched that all the time. Brendan Fraser, he had a good run. He's back in a new movie called No Silent Move. It's on Amazon. That was a good movie. It's about the mafia in working with the with the big four, which that's also great to hear. It's great to hear all the corruption of all these great companies that the government always bails out, but we can't have legal weed. The shit that happens in these fucking rich companies is just so annoying that I cannot understand how anybody in authority, they tell us everything what we need to do. We need to do this. We need to do that. We can't do this. We can't do that. But if you have a lot of money, guess what? You can do it all. Just have some money, and the government will not give a shit. And guess what? If you fuck up, they'll throw you in jail. But if you have a lot of money, they'll bail you out, and you can do whatever the fuck you want, dude. It's pretty awesome. George of the Jungle, where's that? Yeah, No Sudden Move. This movie. No Sudden Move. On Amazon Prime. That one. Or it's on HBO Max, I'm sorry. Pretty good movie, man. Really good movie. Shows the corruption of the big four, which is awesome. Good for you guys. And the crazy thing, not to ruin the whole movie, it was a big deal. The thing that they showed was a big deal about the catalytic converter. And it was crazy because there was so much corruption that was happening with this whole thing. It was about the emissions test for the cars. The Big Four was trying to, I think, hide it or, I guess, snub the results and save a lot of money because the government wanted to put it in there, but they had to do some bullshit moving it around. Anyway, there was a huge lawsuit, and then the government, at the end of it, finds out about all this bullshit that they were doing, and then they were like, well, we just squashed it. Oh, shit. We just squashed it. We just squashed it, and we just gave them a slap on the wrist, and then nothing happened to them. I think they paid a lawsuit, and that was it. Everything washed it away. But there's people in jail for years for fucking selling an eighth of weed. It doesn't make any sense. It's annoying. That's what it is. Anyway, moving on. 1990s. Second question. What was the name of Martin Crane's dog in the sitcom Frasier? Eddie. I never was a Frasier fan until I watched Cheers, and I never still watched Frasier, but I like Frasier in the show Cheers. And then Netflix took Cheers away, and then I wasn't so cheerful. Moving on. In which James Bond movie, released in 1997, does Bond grapple with the evil media mogul Elliot Carver? Oh, I read that. Tomorrow Never Dies. I read that question weird. Anyway, which Santana song was a collaboration with Matchbox 20 vocalist Rob Thomas and spent 12 consecutive weeks at number one at the Billboard Hot 100? Smooth. That's a lot of weeks, dude, at number one. 12 consecutive weeks. Matchbox 20 and Rob Thomas. Wow. Moving on. At which city's Summer Olympics was South Africa readmitted after 32 years of suspension for its apartheid policy? Barcelona. I don't know that word. I'm sorry, this trivia is going very well today. And then finally, name the year Bill Gates becomes the wealthiest individual in the world. Also the nerdiest one in the world. Cool shoes, Bill. Oh my God, do you wear those on your private beach? Oh my God, that's hilarious. The DVD media storage disc is developed by Philips and Sony, and Yahoo is founded. That year is 1995. Ending it. I remember in the 90s, speaking of like the DVDs and shit, I remember our house, we had the DVD and VHS player, and that was like big technology. We still have DVDs and VHSs at our house, which is just crazy. Dying technology. And now I can go into my TV and watch anything. It's just like my phone. It's so crazy. So crazy, so wild. But wow. I feel like we've been through a lot. My body's been through a lot this week. We're recovering. And I do appreciate you guys listening. Subscribe, follow, send in comments, please. Send in questions. If you're still listening right now, ask me a question. I'll answer it next week. I love to do that stuff. I love answering random questions. But you guys have a great week. I do appreciate you listening. Thank you. This is Going Through It with Justin Essenmacher. We'll see you next time.